I wanted to take some time to reflect on the teachings of karma and how karma played out with what's been happening. So, my mom passed away 6 months ago, and my father said, "You want to go to Europe? If you've been to Europe, okay." My father has been handling the funeral quite well, given his extensive centuries of practice, research, education. He's just amazing. So we go on this trip, and before the trip, there were so many ripening of positive karma in my life. Um, you all know that my entire life has been giving more and taking less, and that's what I preach. Give more, take less in your life. You know, a true gift is one that you give without expecting anything in return. In my whole life, I've given more and taken less and really didn't expect much. As a matter of fact, back in my younger days, I've actually suffered and continued suffering, had jobs. I don't think I ever made extra of anything for like 15 years straight. And then all of a sudden, all these things. Number one, my mom had a very beautiful death. She died before she even hit the floor. She had this stroke standing up and then like died in my dad's arm before hitting the floor. That's like beautiful. I find the manner of death in death meditation something that is quite profound because we have a lot of unfavorable deaths out there in the world. That makes healing very difficult for any human to reflect on how our loved ones was killed. Um, I'm telling you, you better practice. I don't know what you guys gonna practice, but my mom was a very devoted Buddhist. After she passed away, I went through her purse, her belongings, and found a bunch of white envelopes. Envelopes that is consistent with dana, giving, to monks and monasteries. It's no wonder why she had this such wonderful, beautiful death. Good life, good death. Beautiful life, beautiful death. Though, indeed, we didn't quite get along here and there, but that's relationship between mom and son. Doesn't change the fact that the accumulation of her merits worked out the way that it did. And the merits shared as the son being a monk, sharing the merits to the parents. Karma watches everything. Karma knows exactly what needs to be done, and karma cushions the fall when the fall does in fact happen in real time. Karma got my back. So then my mom passed away, and I was just like, what? And it seems as though karma has this particular eye that watches over me. Ever since some of my salient trainings, after all of my salient monk trainings, I went back to work, and karma gave me these cases in law and medicine that, number one, did not require a lot of effort, but the pay was great, so I didn't have to work as much. Therefore, I had so much time to be a monk. That's something I hid from the world. Was after my training, I went back to working because I had to keep this distance from people anyways, especially my own community, because as a court interpreter, when I'm in functioning as a court interpreter, I'm actually a judicial officer, followed by Florida rules of professional standard and conduct. So I can't get close to people, it's one or the other. I have chosen to follow a lot of rules and procedures. And karma just have this particular eye that in my younger days when I had energy, I had to work out very hard for little money. As I grew older and gave more and took less, the sacrifice of being a monk, karma's just like, I gotcha. Gotcha. Just sit back. You just being a monk. We will take care of what we need to take care of for you so that you're comfortable, you are well taken care of, financially, physically, and it worked out. My mom passed away, and I scored some of these very big cases that allowed for me to have this trip. It's very emotional to sit here as a monk to watch the miracle unfolding with the law of cause and effect. Something that not a lot of Western people really fully grasp. I don't blame them, because it's invisible. Even if I had 2 PhDs, 5 PhDs in my research of karma, the Buddha have already told us you're not going to be able to fully grasp and fully understand comprehensively the actual mechanics and working of karma. But I'm here to report to all of you that it works. And as I dạ có gì để Hải gọi lại nhé. Dạ vâng dạ. Got this case that called. Sorry. As I go on these trips that was unannounced, surprises, I got these blessings from meeting these novices and young monks that came to my rescue. They were so intelligent, they were so giving, they were so generous in their time, and the priority that they placed me above everything else. It's amazing. And it wasn't just this trip, even last year's trip in 2024 in Vietnam also too. It's just amazing the miracles that unfolded with the groups of Buddhist devotees that had no idea who I was, that treated me so well, not because I'm a monk. Matter of fact, they were tired. They were exhausted of serving monks within the program that was coming in. Again, I show up unannounced. So I've been very grateful, very blessed and very grateful. And the teaching today is give more and take less, expect nothing in return, and just watch it unfold. I have confidence that I will have a good death. I have confidence that my father will have a good death. This trip that he invited me on, I think he knows his time is coming up. So just like a terminal diagnosis, which I have already placed him on that category in my mind to prepare for the fall of one's anticipated passing. The problem is people in the West, they don't do that. So when someone actually passes away, it's such shock. Whereas I don't do that. You should really follow the teacher, this teacher, because what he does, you should also do. Because what he does leads him to peace. What he does leads other people to peace. And so, I believe truly that he's going to have a peaceful death. Matter of fact, I think that he's going to just pass away in his sleep. And when it comes to my death, I also believe that I'm going to pass away in my sleep. Warm, surrounded, maybe in the moment, or after I pass away, surrounded like Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh's funeral. But what is going to be timeless with all of you, for all of you, is that my teachings will survive long after I'm gone. And how you all will reflect that what I say today was true for you because you saw it for yourself. You saw it for yourself and then you believed. And thus you believed in the teachings of karma. So hopefully you all pass that along. You see karma working for you quickly. And pass the teachings on to the next generation. May all be well, be free, and always be happy.